Hello and welcome to the NFL Family Fight with me and my family. We are going into the second week of the NFL playoffs. My goodness, it's been an exciting time in the NFL. I think I may have lost my lead. That's all right. That's all right. I still got time to come back. Right now, I got my big brother Harold on the line with me. We got his son Harold and Micah on here as well. We got my big cousin Curdy on here, and we're about to have some fun picking a few games. First and foremost, we want to ask you to like, share, subscribe. Let the algorithm know that this information or this program that we're doing is worth watching, is worth the watch. Man, we appreciate you for coming out. We also want to know your picks. So we want to know your comments down below, who you think is going to win what game. I want to know personally who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Out of the teams we have left, who is going to win the Super Bowl? Put that down below so that we can check it out and we can have that debate in the comments. All right. G, man, what we got going on today, man? Go ahead and get us going.
All right. Today, after last week games, let's go ahead. We just had a couple of games. So our winner for last week was a tie. No. Micah, you won last week. You got 12 points. You didn't lose a game. And then Tamika and I, we lost one game. We got 10 points. Durl and Punchy and Kurt, y'all all got 8 games. And we're 8-2. So that left the totals for the season. I'm at 193 and 91. Durl's at 191 and 92. Michael, you at 190 and 96. Kurt, Punchy, you're at 174 and 108. And Kurt, you're at 167 and 107. I don't know how that 107.
That's losses.
Yeah, that's his losses, but I don't know. But anyway.
Well, it was side bets in there and all.
Oh, yeah. That's side betting. Yeah.
So that might throw the point, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
throw it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that it matters.
Last week games, that's the way it went down. Michael, you went undefeated. So right now you 3 games down. Durl, you 1 game down. 2 games down. You 2 games down, Durl. Michael, you are 3 games down from the lead. And Punchy and Kurt, y'all need all 12 of the disciples and Jesus on the cross and getting up on the 3rd day. So let's go and get with it. We got a big weekend coming up. We got on our Saturday games. Kurt, we're going to start off with you on our Saturday games. We got Washington Redskins going to my Detroit Lions. Washington Commanders, not the Redskins. Forgive me, you two. The Commanders. The Commanders going to the Detroit Lions. Who you got?
Ooh. Man. Well, Detroit should win, but I was very impressed with old the rookie. Washington. But I just don't think they'll be able to score enough points with these boys. Give me Detroit.
All right, Durham, who you got? Washington going to Detroit.
I have to go with the home team. Give me Detroit.
All right, y'all sleeping on Daniels. Look, Daniels went for 24 for 35, 268 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. 20. That was his first or second playoff game? Well, no, his first playoff game, right? So he won it 23-20. But y'all already see what I got on. I mean, hey, this is my team to pick the Super Bowl right here, Detroit. And for the record, I've been a down low Detroit fan when Detroit was sucky. When I was little, I liked all the underdog teams. New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints when Archie Manning played for them. I love the Saints uniforms. Patriots with that dude that wore them goggles, them big glasses. What was his name? Chuck Muncie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always been a Detroit fan. So now that I'm old, I'm just able to say it louder. Now, Mick, who you got? Washington or Detroit?
With Detroit.
She going with Detroit. Punchy, who you going with? Washington or Detroit?
Give me RG3.
You going with Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
All right, Michael. You just three games down.
Detroit, man.
Detroit. Well, Punchy, if you pull this out, Punchy, boy, you on these Lone Wolf games. Long line. Ain't no wolves. Long line game. Punchy, you pulled it off. So we got everybody going with Detroit. Detroit coming off a bye. So there go your line right there. All right. So Michael, we're gonna stay right there with you for our next Saturday game. I believe this is the late game. Our next Saturday game is Houston traveling to Kansas City. Who you got?
Banana Boy.
Real conversation with her, and I think it goes a little something like this.
Punchy, who you got? Houston traveling to KC.
At all, because
I mean, they did good last week, but yeah, I'm gonna go with T Swizzle. Taylor Swift gonna get this one. Going Kansas.
Who you going with? Kansas City. It might be a sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going with KC. I think Crybaby ain't got enough juice to do it. Not in the cold weather. He gonna fold up. Daryl, who you got? Stroud. What's his real name, Kurt? Say that boy's real name. He started crying on the football field. I'm old school. You just don't do that. Cry behind closed doors. Never let them see you cry. Like they say, never let them see you sweat. Never let them see you cry. But
Coleridge, Bernard, Stroud the fourth.
Yeah. All the names.
Yeah. And I'm going to take him. Give me Houston for the upset.
Woo!
Hey, I ain't got nothing to lose but to be in worst last place. Give me them.
All right, girl, who you got? Houston going to KC.
Man, I got Tay-Tay. Give me Tay-Tay.
Who is Tay-Tay?
Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Give me, shake it off. Shake it off.
There you go, Kurt. We got a long line on the second game and the first game. All right, we're going to move on. Stay right there with you, Kurt. On the Sunday game, we got the Rams traveling to Philadelphia.
Man, as good as the Rams look, right? And they did look excellent. Here's what you got to realize about Philly. They the only people that can show up and just say, we're going to run Saquon 25 times or more. You can't stop it. They the only ones that can show up with the offensive line and say, we're going to whoop your you know what. So as much as I love Matthew Stafford, man, give me them Eagles at home.
Y'all might not be y'all sleeping on Houston too, because you know what? Stroud had a big game last week. He went 22 of 33 for 282 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 interception. But the key that's going to keep Houston in the game, if they can get the turnovers.
That defense.
They can get the turnovers. That defense and their run game. Mixon had 25 carries for 106 yards and 1 touchdown. I told y'all, when the playoffs come, as a former lineman, when the playoffs come, the run game is going to be the maker or breaker.
But if you watched it, G, he got all them yards in the second half. They couldn't run the ball at all in the first half. It wasn't until the defense started popping off, then the running game came alive, and we can't count on that every single game. Yes, our coach is the former leader of the defense. I mean, I love him to death, but I just can't see them replicating that. Stroud did not have a good game in the first half. He scored them 10 quick points at the very end of the first half, and then the defense stepped up in the second half and carried them through the rest of the game. So he might have had good numbers, but if the eye test, it wasn't there. So I don't have faith that he's going to be able to do it again, repeat what he did the first game, the next game. That's the only reason I'm not going with him. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he goes out there and does his thing. But I can't bet the farm on him.
Kansas City starters haven't played a game in 23 days. If Houston can get off to a fast start,
which they do not do, they have not done it in the last 6 games.
But if it's any way to beat them, they're gonna have to play it one way. Great defense, and they're gonna have to jump on them early.
And keep that boy off the field. You know what I'm saying? So that means they're gonna have to run the ball, and they're gonna have to start off the game running the ball, which is something that they did not do the last game. They did not start off the game very well. They was getting killed.
The key is the defensive line.
You fall behind Kansas. You fall behind Kansas.
Yep.
There's some front running dudes.
Hey, we got your LA Rams going to Philly. Who you got?
Yeah, I got to go with Philadelphia, man. Give me the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly at home.
Yeah. And like I said, the only reason I'm going with Philly, because it's the playoffs, it's a run game thing, and Hurts is playing some good dominant football because the run game is working. He went 13 of 21 for 131 yards. He didn't toss the ball that much, but he had 2 touchdowns. And then Barkley had 25 carries for 119 yards. That's going to be the difference in the game right there with the Rams. Now, don't get me wrong. If Stratford and Puka Hookah get started, boy, you might have a problem. Or Cup, you gonna have a problem. That game could go either way. Tamiko, who you going? You going with the LA Rams? Against Philly?
Man, I like Saquon. Man, give me them Philadelphia Eagles. Forget that. Stick with my people.
Punchy. Who you going with?
You going with the Rams?
Y'all heard me when I got in. I was listening to Kendrick. I'm sticking with LA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go with them Rams already. Boy.
You might win.
Yeah.
I mean,
what? Michael, who you going with? LA Rams going to Philly.
Brian Dawkins.
Oh, he's going with Philly. All right, we got another lone wolf. Long line. Another long line game. Man, we getting these long lines. Michael, we're going to stay with you for our final game. We're going to stay right there with you for our final game. We got Baltimore going to Buffalo. Who you got?
Mayo Monster. Give me Mayo Monster, man.
Punchy, who you got? Baltimore.
I just know it's gonna be a really good game. I need to see if Amazon Prime gonna play that one. I'm gonna go with Lamar. I'm going with defecation dreads.
Okay. All right, Tamika, who you going with? Baltimore going to Buffalo.
Bye, Baltimore. I'm going with Buffalo.
She going with Buffalo. Oh my goodness! Now look,
gotta go against them.
Mayo Monster went 20 for 26, 272 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Cook had 23 carries for 120 yards and 1 touchdown. But on the flip side, you look at that darn Jackson. He went 16 to 21 for 175 yards with 2 touchdowns, but he rushed for 81 yards also. And then you take Henry, that one that my little brother said he was long in the tooth. He couldn't do it. He's had his best season since 2020. He had 26 carries for 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. But you know what? Give me them Buffalo Bills. For real. Until he showed me he can win the big one, I can't go with Dookie Platt. Stop wearing jewelry and play football, boy. All right, girl. Who you got? You muted, girl. You muted.
Either my big cousin or my big brother just said in the playoffs, the games slow down and you have to be able to run the football. One of y'all said that earlier in this episode.
Yes.
And there's no team out there that can run the football better than the Baltimore Ravens. Give me them Ravens.
Yeah. They can run it. I'm thinking twice too.
All right, Kurt. Who you going? You got Baltimore traveling to Buffalo. Who you got?
Yeah. Give me them Ravens, man. I can't go against them, man. Guys, this is gonna be a game. This is
for real. I get that one. I get that one on Prime. I get that one.
I
don't get Saturday,
I
though.
just feel like they're gonna win, man. They're gonna put Buffalo out of there. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking with the Mayo Monster. It is.
Yeah, and you know what? I a lot of these quarterbacks, Darnold, he was Popeye without the spinach. Or he was he went from Superman. He reverted back to his he went back from being a butterfly to a caterpillar.
Yeah, man.
That dude, he played some sucky football the last 2 weeks. So I'm counting on these dudes to choke.
Yeah.
I'm counting on them to choke. And I just think sometimes my boy Lamar, he get careless. He get careless with that rock. And if you can get on his head, you can get him. And I've been watching highlights on Henry. If you hit Henry and them big 300-pound linemen start laying on him early enough, he'll go to the sideline.
Lamar went crazy last week, though.
Yeah, but look who you're playing. Come on, man. Come on.
Like, but he was like, I was having fun just knowing that they were winning. I'm like, okay, the game is over. But I had fun just watching him play. Like, he looked comfortable. Like, he was having fun.
Well, he wasn't like, y'all don't know. We didn't plan for Lamar, bro. We didn't plan for that tight braided Negro. We didn't plan for him, man. We planned for Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, right.
TJ Watt hitting him every play. TJ Watt wasn't worried about Lamar Jackson. He was worried about Derrick Henry. Now, Queen should have been on Derrick Henry. If we had Derrick Henry on Queen and TJ Watt on Jackson, we wouldn't have lost that game.
Oh, who they have on them?
The plan was just trash.
Who they have on Lamar?
I said
it doesn't matter who they had on Lamar.
Hey, that's real talk. But you know what? I think they had a better chance at scoring points if they would have played Fields. Because it was a shootout. They lost 28-14 or something like that. I just feel Justin Fields would have made some stuff happen. Either they'd have lost by more points because he just threw a bunch of INTs, or either he'd have pulled it out and they'd have won by a field goal, 31-28.
And while y'all over there laughing, Uncle Curtis and Harold can fall. Y'all better be quiet because y'all might lose Lamb next year, and y'all gonna be keying in.
Hey,
When Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball to Lamb and Dak Prescott don't got
hey,
ball.
he can take his
Ooh.
transvestite ass on over there.
Okay, for real. That girl.
Yeah.
That
I
girl
don't
switching.
Hey,
yeah,
hey, Micah, man, I'm sorry your team lost, man.
I ain't worried about that. I'm here to win, man.
I forgot that the Steelers lost. Like we were talking about, I'm like, oh yeah, like yeah, I forgot.
Cowboys not making the playoffs.
So, Micah, the
I ain't worried
rumor
about
is, they want Tomlinson out of there. What's up with that?
Who?
Some of the fans, the media is talking about maybe Tomlinson needs to get out of there.
Oh, the coach.
Yeah,
that is
Oh,
not
Tomlin.
Yeah, Tomlin. I don't agree with that. What do y'all think about the Cowboys getting rid of McCarthy, or the contract negotiation broke down and McCarthy chose to bounce? What y'all think about that, Dirty?
McCarthy had other choices. It wasn't really because Jerry offered him, they just couldn't agree on years. So if McCarthy was so desperate, he would have took it. But I think he's interviewing with Chicago today. So for me, I think it was mutual. I think McCarthy can't wait to get out of there. He won 12 games, three years in a row. It's a lot of teams that take that and run with it.
Right. So who do y'all think is gonna be the next? That I don't know whether y'all remember this, but I called it a long time ago because Jerry Jones is a renegade. I love the way he came in and fired that redneck Tom Landry and didn't give him a day parade. He fired Tom Landry, get out of Valley Ranch, him and Tex Schramm. He came in and cleaned house like a OG. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's always doing something freaky. Now, wouldn't you think, and I called this, I said the first black head coach for the Dallas Cowboys will be prime time, Deion Sanders.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Deion Sanders is one of the only players that can pull Jerry to the side and say, look, Mr. Jones, look, Jerry, do you want another Super Bowl? Let me do this thing my way.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary didn't have the kahunas to do it. That's why the big tuna left, Parcells left, because he wasn't getting ready to be. That's why Jimmy Johnson left. Wade Phillips, he didn't have the kahuna. Campo didn't have the kahuna. And Barry Switzer just didn't care. But I got a feeling that, homegrown, basically manhood in Texas. Texas gave me my manhood start. Boy, they're going to end up getting Jason Witten. But who you think going to come, Kurt?
Oh, man. I don't know, man. I want them to take their time, with prime time, because of his cachet and his style, I think he could do good there. But I love his son, but I don't want his son for my quarterback. Not to say he ain't gonna be better and all that, but bro, he holds the ball too long.
Right.
And if you look at Caleb Williams, look at Sam Darnold, look at Kirk Cousins, they all hold the ball. If they don't get rid of the ball, they play a bad game.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Michael, who you think gonna be coaching the Cowboys, man?
It doesn't matter.
You say you gonna coach him.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire everybody.
D, who you think gonna be the next Cowboy coach, D?
I couldn't care less. I could. I don't care. It's whoever Jerry Jones can control.
Well, they interviewing Saleh today. So
who is that?
That's the Jets. You know, he.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
But he's known for being controlled by. You know, he ain't gonna put the owner.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who you think gonna coach the Cowboys, man?
I think that I mean, if any craziest thing, they could turn into a circus because everything's kind of crazy right now. So they'll when in Rome, they'll do as Romans do, and they'll trade Dak and CD for some top picks, like top draft picks, and draft Shador.
No,
and the Heisman Trophy winner.
That is
and
not.
Then
they only draft
sign Dion.
They're not trading Dak. They only trading CD. Get Dak out of your head. They're never gonna trade Dak.
Dak has a no trade clause.
Oh, really? Okay. Well then.
And 230 of his $231 million extensions guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
They do it.
Mm.
Yeah,
that pulled off a caper.
But you know what? I put it behind on the sideline if he losing with that money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For real.
Of course. If I'm the coach, yeah. But here's the thing too. But here's something I heard about Dak and all of that. I heard that if Dion comes, they say Dak is really a nigga, but he can't show himself because Jerry Jones and them, they won't let him be his own personality, right? Jerry Jones controls Dak's image, right? So they feel like that somebody who played college with Dak said that ain't even the Dak. They killing his play on the field because he can't be himself on camera or nothing. So with Dion, that'll take a lot of that edge off. And I think you might see that dog, Dak Prescott, because he going to get called out if Dion there. He ain't going to be able to come up short and not get told in his face, you coming up short.
Right.
Like, ain't going to be none of that. So that forces us. I like that. I like pressure. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying Dion could do a lot of good. I just don't know. He got a big buyout, right? And he said he want to coach his sons and all that, but Shador ain't ready for the pros yet.
No, Shador ain't ready for the Arena League. But I'm gonna get off of that. I ain't gonna. I'm be honest with you, man. I just never was impressed with Shador or whatever. I like the boy on defense, and I maybe it's me, but Hunter don't even strike me as that. You know what, Hunter? I don't think he's gonna be that shut down corner in the league. I don't think his game is going to transfer to the league because it's some receivers that outrun him. That's going, that's just going to.
His ball skill. I would play receiver, bro. The receivers are making $35 million a year.
Yeah, he need to play receiver.
It's an easier position, and it's more his personality. You see how he act with his girl. He more of a receiver type dude. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got that dog in him. He ain't got that dog in him, man.
Yeah.
He ain't got that dog. Yeah, DB's got to be dogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that in him. I see him as, I want to go out here and catch the ball. I don't want to play defense.
You know what? Man, I think that's a front, D, because as ugly as he is, he got to be a dog.
Not the way that girl is running them over here. That girl, boy, taking for everything he got, boy. He took his girl to parties and then sat outside and waited outside while she was inside dancing with other dudes, man. That's a receiver. He ain't no he ain't no giver. He a receiver. Okay?
Yeah, he's a wide receiver. Punch, why you looking like that?
But see what's gonna happen. One of them bad Mayo chicks, once he get in the NFL, she gonna get left behind. It's gonna be a slicker, better looking bride to get that paycheck. Watch.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, when
they
you young like that, man, you know she gonna get her grip. She gonna get her money, but it won't last long. You know, all the great ones went through them. I mean, look at Deion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Deion, but you know, Deion was a different monster. Deion was the Sugar Ray Leonard of football. Y'all remember how Sugar Ray was a pretty boy? He would wink and smile and have tassels on his trunks and on his boots and stuff. And then all of a sudden he turned into an unfed, hungry Ray B. Parvo pit bull dog.
Yeah. Hey, high school.
Deion played cornerback. Deion was flashy, but Deion was a dog, man.
Yeah, Sugar Ray was a high school wrestling champ too, state champion.
See, there it is. But see, that's why I say about Hunter. Hunter is ugly. I mean, Hunter looks like
he looks like a little baby Predator, like Predator. Hunter,
Predator.
The movie Predator.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see him. He old Lester Hayes face. You know, he need to be on defense with his ugly self. But I mean, hey, who am I? Say, we've been on here 30 minutes. Sign us up out of here, Daryl. Hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all. We want to know y'all picks. So sign us up out of here, D.
Hey, man, thank y'all for joining us here with the NFL Family Fight with me and my family, man. We've had a good time. We done talked about all the football games. We also then got on Travis Hunter a little bit as well. Listen, like, share, subscribe, man. Tell us who you think is going to win these games, man. The game of the week is probably that Baltimore game, right? So tell us who you think is going to win that Baltimore game. Do you think it's going to be the Mayo Magic, or do you think it's going to be Dookie Platts? Put it down below. Let us know. All right, y'all. Take it easy. We love you. Come back and see us next time. Check out all the other things that's going on the Ragsdale channel. We got a lot of good stuff going on. So y'all come back and see us soon, man. We'll see y'all next week. Deuce.
Peace.